Have you ever gotten in serious trouble? I accidentally sent a text meant for my girlfriend to my boss instead. The text said, "Can't wait to see you tonight. Thinking about last weekend makes me so wet." My boss is a 60-year-old married woman named Patricia. I realized my mistake exactly 3 seconds after hitting send. My heart completely stopped. I watched those 3 dots appear, disappear, then appear again for what felt like an eternity. Her response, "Wrong number, but I'm flattered. See you Monday." I spent the entire weekend convinced I was getting fired. This was my first real job out of college, and I'd been there for exactly 4 months. I practiced my explanation in the mirror about 50 times, updated my resume, even started looking at cheaper apartments because there was no way I could afford rent without this job. My girlfriend thought it was hilarious. "Patricia seems cool," she kept saying. Maybe she'll just laugh it off, but I knew better. This was a professional environment. You don't accidentally send sexual texts to your supervisor and just walk away unscathed. I called my dad in a panic. He tried to be supportive, but I could hear him laughing in the background. "Son, you might want to start practicing the phrase, 'Would you like fries with that?'" Even my mom texted me, "Maybe consider a career change. I hear McDonald's is hiring." Monday morning, I walked into the office like I was heading to my execution. I got there 30 minutes early, hoping to catch Patricia before anyone else arrived. Maybe I could apologize privately and minimize the damage. No such luck. Patricia called me into her office immediately, right in front of the entire accounting department. Everyone was staring. I'm pretty sure Jake from HR was already preparing my termination paperwork. Sarah from marketing whispered something to Tom, and they both looked at me with these knowing smirks. "About that text," she started, closing her office door behind us. I began my rehearsed apology, stumbling over every word. "Patricia, I am so incredibly sorry. It was completely inappropriate and unprofessional. I understand if you need to terminate my employment. I've already prepared my resignation letter if that would make this easier for everyone involved." She held up her hand to stop me. "My husband and I haven't laughed that hard in years. He wants to personally thank you for reminding him to step up his game after 28 years of marriage. He actually bought me flowers yesterday for the first time since our anniversary." I blinked, certain I'd misheard her. She continued, trying not to smile. "However, we do need to discuss your texting habits during work hours. It's become clear that your personal life is far more interesting than your quarterly reports." My stomach dropped again. Here it comes, I thought. "So I'm implementing a new company policy. All personal texts sent during work hours must be funnier than yours. Think you can handle being our official entertainment coordinator?" She handed me a completely fake official memo she'd apparently spent her weekend creating. It was titled Department of Accidental Comedy, with my name listed as Director of Unintentional Humor. The memo included ridiculous job responsibilities like ensuring all workplace mishaps result in laughter rather than lawsuits, and maintaining a minimum awkwardness threshold of 8 out of 10. There was even a fake salary increase listed. Turns out Patricia has the best sense of humor in the entire building. She'd been looking for ways to boost office morale for months, and my catastrophic text message gave her the perfect opportunity. She told me later that she'd shown the text to her husband, and they'd spent the entire weekend coming up with increasingly elaborate pranks to pull on me. The memo was just the beginning. That mistake completely changed my trajectory at the company. Patricia became my mentor, teaching me everything about client relations and business development. She said my ability to turn mortifying situations into memorable moments was exactly what their customer service department needed. The whole office started calling me the text guy, but in the best possible way. People would come to me with their embarrassing work stories, and somehow I'd always find a way to make them laugh about it. 6 months later, she promoted me to team lead. A year after that, I was managing the entire customer relations division. Patricia retired last month, but not before telling everyone at her farewell party that hiring me was the best decision she'd ever made, and that my girlfriend should probably thank her for keeping me employed long enough to afford an engagement ring. At the retirement party, she gave me a framed copy of that original text message with a note: "Sometimes the biggest mistakes lead to the greatest successes."